Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. This is me, Ms. Rida, your mathematics teacher. My dear students, when you don't understand what's happening in your life, just close your eyes and take a deep breath and say, Ya Allah, I know this is your plan, just help me through it. I'm telling you, you will see the magic. You will see the difference in your life. So with this beautiful message, let's start the lecture. Chapter number 6, square root. Square root of common fractions. So here you can see the common fraction 49 over 64. We have to find the square root of it by division method. Here we are bound to solve this question only by division method. Here this fraction shows so here, how can we solve this question? First, we have to solve our numerator. Here you can see that there are two numbers, okay? So first of all, we have to start making pairs, okay? We have to start making pair from right to left, from right to left. So here is only one pair, that is 49. Now, I want to multiply a number with itself to get either 49 or less than 49. So we know that 2 2s are 4. And 7 7s are 49. So here we can take 7 into 7 is 49. Remember the condition of square root, we have to take the same numbers. We have to take the same numbers. So 7 into 7 is 49. Okay, 7 into 7 is 49. And then on the left hand side, what we have to do, the number which is multiplied, that number is going to be added on the left hand side. So here 49 minus 49 is cancelled and 7 plus 7 is 14. Okay, 7 plus 7 is 14. Now what about the denominator? Denominator contains here again there is only one pair, that is 64. Okay, that is 64. So here I can take the number 8 into 8 is 64. 8 into 8 is 64. Now on the left hand side, we are going to add the same number which is going to be multiplied. So we can add here 8 plus 8 is 8 plus 8 is 16 and 64 minus 64 is cancelled. So we get the square root of 64 is 8. Okay. Now here we have to mention the answer in a proper manner. So here the answer is square root of 49 is 7 and square root of 64 is 8. So we get the answer 7 over 8. We get the answer 7 over 8. Clear everybody? Now the next question is 121 over 225. Right? Now first we have to solve the numerator and then we have to solve the denominator. In the numerator there are 3 numbers. How many numbers are there? 3 numbers are there. So we have to start making the pair from right to left. So we get a 1 pair and 1 is left. Okay, 1 is left. So we have to make the gap on 1. Okay, we have and student, if here the number is left, so we have to make a gap on it. So now first we have to solve this 1. So we get 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, 1 into 1 is 1. Now on the left hand side, we are going to add the same number. That means 1. So we get 1 plus 1 is 2 on the left hand side. Right? Now what about the right hand side? 1 minus 1 is cancelled and we get the pair of 21. We get the pair of 21 over here. Now I want here with 2 a number which is going to be multiplied with. So here I want a number with 2 which is multiplied with same number to get 21. So let's see. 21 ones are 21 and 29 nines are 261. So we can take here 21 into 1 is 21, right? So here 1 is multiplied over here. So 1 is going to be added on the left hand side. So 21 plus 1 is 22. 21 minus 21 is cancelled over here. So we get the answer of numerator 11. Okay. Now what about the denominator? 225. Okay. 225 is written. So there is a pair of 25, right? There is a pair of 25 and there will be a cap on 2. There is a pair of 25 and there will be a cap on 2. So here 2 is there. Now I want here a number which multiplied by itself to either to get 2 or less than 2. So students, 1 ones are 1, 2 twos are 4. So we cannot take 2 over here. Arif, we cannot take 2 over here because when we multiply 2 with 2, we get 4. So 1 multiplied with 1 is 1. And when we subtract 1 from 2, we get 1. Okay? We get 1 here and 25 is a pair. So we have to copy the whole pair at once. Okay? And what about the left hand side? 1 is going to be added over here. Right? So we get 1 plus 1, 2. And what about the right hand side? We get 125 here. Okay? Now, I want here a number which multiplied by. So here we have to multiply 25. 5s are 125. So here we need 5. The number which we need here is 5. So we get 25 into 5 is 125. Okay. 25 into 5 is 125. Clear? 25 into 5 is 125 and the number which is multiplied here is 5. So on the left hand side we have to add 5, not 25. What we have to add? Saad, what we have to add here? We have to add 5 over here, right? We have to add 5. So we get here left hand side. So we get 30 on the left hand side and the square root of 225 is 15. Okay, square root of 225 is 15. So in the end, we have mentioned the answer 11 over 15. Okay, the answer of the numerator is 11 and the denominator is 15. So we get the answer 11 over 15. It is in the proper fraction, so we get the answer here. Clear? Now, in the same way, you can solve this question also. This is 289 over 625. Okay, first you have. So here the numerator is 289, right? So we have to make the pair of 89 and there will be a cap on 2. Okay, now which number is going to be multiplied by itself to get either 2 or less than 2? Yes, we know that it's a number 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, and 1 is going to be added on the left hand side. So we get 1 plus 1, 2, and 2 minus 1 here, 1. 89 as a pair, so we have to copy 89 together. Now, here I want with 2 a number which multiplied by itself to get 189. Okay, now in the rough column, so we can take here 27 into 7 is 189, right? 27 into 7 is 189, and on the left hand side 7 is going to be added over here. Okay, 7 is going to be added because 7 is multiplied over here. We have taken the number 7 here. So 27 plus 7 is 34. 7 plus 7 is 14. 4 is here and 1 is carried over here. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So here we get the answer of numerator 17. Right? What about the denominator? Here there is a cap on 6 and there is a pair of 20. Why we have taken 2 over here? Because if we take 3, we get 3 threes are 9. It will be greater than 6. Okay, so here we have taken 2 into 2 is 4. Please remember that, Anam, Anamta, remember this. We are not allowed to take 2 different numbers. Okay, we cannot take 2 threes are 6. We have to take 2 same numbers. So 2 into 2 is 4. Okay, now on the left hand side we are going to add 2 here. Okay, so 2 plus 2 is 4. And what about the right hand side, Bete? 6 minus 4 is 2, and the pair will be copied as it is. Pair will be copied as it multiplied by itself here to get 225. So just check the number which is on the ones place. This is 5. So that means here I want 5. Okay, because we know that between 5 into 5 is 25. We have to check the ones place. So let's check when 45 is multiplied with 5, what will be the answer? So we get 45 into 5 is 225. Okay, so here I can take the number 45 into 5 is 225. Now what about the left hand side? We have to add the same number which is multiplied over here. So 5 is multiplied here, so we can add 5 here. 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 is going to be carried. So here we get the answer 17 over 25. So here we get the answer 17 over 25. Find the square root of one whole number 25 over 144. Now, how can we solve such type of question when mixed fractions is given to you? First, we have to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. Here, 144 into 1s are 144 plus 25. We get 169. Okay. In the numerator, we get 169 and in the denominator, there is 144. I'm repeating my words. 144 multiply with 1. So now, how can we solve this question? First, we have to solve the numerator, that is 169. So first we have to make the pair and we have to put the cap, right? Now 1 into 1 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Then here on the left hand side we have to add 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. And on the right hand side, 1 minus 1 is cancelled. We have to copy the pair only. So here we can multiply here 23 into 3 is 69. Okay, we can take either 23 into 3 or 27 into 7. But here 23 into 3 is 69. So here 23 into 3 is 69. Okay, 69 minus 69 is cancelled and 23 plus 3 is 26. So we get the answer of numerator, that is 30. Now what about the denominator? In the denominator, there is a cap on 1 and there is a pair of 44. So we get 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, 1 ones are 1. And on the left hand side, 1. So we get 1 plus 1 is 2. Now here we want a number which multiplied by itself to get 44. So we know that it's so simple that 22 into 2s are 44. Keep remember in your mind, we need a same number. We need the same number. So 22 into 2s are 44. 22 into 2s are 44. And the same number is going to be added on the left hand side. 22 plus 2 is 24. Right, students? So we get the answer here. 169 over 144 is equals to, answer of numerator is 13 and answer of denominator is 12. We get the square root of 169 over 144, that is 13 over 12. But here the answer is in improper fraction. We need the answer in the proper or mixed fraction. So the answer can be like one whole number 1 over 12. Okay, we get the answer 1 whole number 1 over 12. Now let's start the square root of decimal fraction. Square root of decimal fraction. The question is, find the square root of 0.81 by division method. Okay, the question is, find the square root of 0.81 by division method. Now, how can we find the square root of any decimal number? Students, first of all, we have to remove the decimal. So we get here 81 over 100. Okay, we get 81 over 100. Which is when we remove the decimal, so there are two numbers after decimal. So we get here in the denominator 2 zeros with 1. Okay, how many numbers are there after decimal here? Two numbers are there. So when we remove the decimal, we get 100 in the denominator. This is clear? Now here in the numerator, there is 81 and in the denominator, there is 100. So first, first we have to solve the numerator, that is 81. So here students, we are going to add on the left hand side 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 9 plus 9 is 18 and we get the answer of numerator. Okay, we get the answer of numerator. Now what about the denominator? The student, there is a pair of 0. Here there is a pair of 0 and we can put a cap on 1. So first of all, 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, and 1 is going to be added on the left hand side. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Now we have to copy the pair of the 0 here on the right hand side. Now we want a number here. So it's so simple. 20, when we take so here 20 into zeros are 0, 0. So on the left hand side, we are going to add again 0 because 0 is multiplied over here. We have taken the number 0. So 20 plus 0 is 20. Okay, 20 plus 0 is 20. Keep remember in your mind whenever you are solving the right hand side. So don't forget to solve the left hand side. Okay, now let's check the answer. We have to find the square root of 0.81, that is equals to the square root of 81 over square root of 100, and square root of 81 is 9 and square root of 100 is 10. Okay, we have solved the numerator and we have solved the denominator. And 9 upon 10, 9 upon 10 can be written as a decimal in a decimal number. How can we write 9 upon 10? When we remove this denominator, when we remove 10 from the denominator, we get 0.9. Okay, there is 1 0. So if we remove this 10 from the denominator, we have to place the decimal just before one number. Why? Because there is only 1 0. Okay, there is only 1 0. There is only 1 0 in the denominator, so we have to move the decimal only one place to the left hand side. Clear? So we get the answer 0.9. We get the answer 0.9. Now the next question is 0.7. 0.7. We have to find the square root of 5.76 by the division. So students, when we remove the decimal here, we get in the denominator 100. Why? Because there are two numbers before. There are two numbers here. You can see that 76. Okay. So when we remove the decimal, we get 100 in the denominator. So we have converted the decimal fraction into common fraction. Now, first we have to solve the numerator. There is a pair of 76 and there will be a cap on 5. Okay. So we get 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 2 is 4. And on the left hand side, 2 is going to be added over here. 2 is going to be added over here. So we get here 5 minus 4 is 1. So 76 is a pair. So we have to copy the pair together. So here 176 is there. So either we can multiply 44 into 4 or 46 into 6. So we get 44 into 4 is 176. So 44 plus 4 is here. 4 plus 4 is 8 and 4 is copied as it is. Now what about the what about the denominator here? Here there is a pair of 0 and there is a cap on 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. Okay. Now 1 plus 1 is 2 on the left hand side. Again, here on the left hand side, we can take the number 0 here. So 20 zeros are 0, 0. And here we have to add the same number. So 20 plus 0 is 20. Okay. Now students, here you can mention the answer like in this way. First you have to copy the question, that is 5.76. Okay. Then 5.76 is converted into fraction. Okay. It is converted into fraction like 576 upon 100 within the square root. Answer of 576 is 24. Okay. And the denominator answers gives whenever students, whenever the question is in decimal fraction, keep remember that we have to mention the answer also in decimal fraction. Okay, so we get the answer here 2.4. Okay, we get the answer 2.4. Now, is there any question, my dear? Is there any question, student? Student, is there any question? Is there any question, my dear? Yes, students, are you there? Is there any question? Yes, sir, students. Is there any question? Yes, Abir. Is there any question? Say something in the chat box. Students, are you there? Yes, students. So question number 1 is square root of 4 over 49. Square root of 4 over 49. So here we get the answer by Shehroz. Thank you so much, Shehroz. So here the square root of under root 4 over 49 is 2.2 over 7. Okay. Now the square root of 9 over 100. Yes, student, square root of 9 is 3. So here there must be an option, we can select A or C. But square root of 100 is 10. So there, that means option A is correct. Now what about square root of 0.64? Okay. Now 0.64, that means we have to remove the decimal. So we get 64 over 100. 64 means square root of 64 is 8. So square root of 100 is 10. So we get 0.8. We get the answer here, 0.8. Now in the same way, you can solve this question. 0.49. Okay, when we remove the decimal, we get 100 in the denominator. Now in the same way, you can solve the question. First solve the numerator. 7 into 7 is 49. And what about the denominator, my dear? 100 is there, so there must be a cap on 1. And there is a pair of zeros, so 1 into 1 is 1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So 20 zeros are 0, 0. Okay, 20 plus 0 is... So here we get the answer of square root of 0.49 is equals to 0.7. Okay, we have to mention the answer also in decimal if the question is in decimal fraction. Now student, here let me show you your today's assignment. This is assignment number 22. Beta, you have to submit it in arithmetic copy, and you have to bring your arithmetic copy with complete work by tomorrow. Okay, question number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of exercise 6.2. Here are the example questions for you. In this way, first you have to convert the decimal into common fraction, and then you have to solve the numerator and the denominator, and then show the answer in decimal fraction properly. Clear, everybody? So thank you so much, my dear students. Just take care of yourself, my dear. Waiting to see you all by tomorrow. Really. Take care and Allah Hafiz.